Hello and welcome back to Justice for Olivier Panis. So after 5 rounds, the story looks like this. Jacques Villeneuve leads from Michael Schumacher. His lead has been cut slightly, but they are off out in front and very comfortable. We move to a season high of 3rd after our heroics on the streets of Monaco. Frentzen and Irvine just behind us. In the Constructors, Williams lead from Ferrari. They're both very comfortable out in front. And we're up to a season high of 3rd as Prost, thanks to our heroics from the entire season, because we are carrying this team beautifully to a podium position, but Benetton and Jordan are breathing down our necks and they could overturn us just like that. And round 6 of the 1997 season takes place here, Catalunya in Spain, and it's very much a staple of F1 today, but this was only the 7th time that F1 went there after it joined the calendar in 1991. Although all the teams and drivers were already more than familiar with it, as it had already become by this point a testing venue, so everybody already very familiar with Catalunya. Now it seems like this is just a tough track to try and beat on these games, or at least the Psygnosis games anyway. We struggled last time out when we came here as Jean Alesi in the 1995 season. Oliver Beck says in this game there seems to be some tracks that, you know, are good in terms of AI, they're beatable, others that are really, really tough. And then RacingDMilano, friend of the channel, with a really ominous quote, "After all these years, I've never found pace at Catalunya," or words to that effect. So it's, yeah. But in a way that makes me feel better, because that way it's not just me, it's not just my ineptness, it is a genuine challenge. Now, speaking of RacingDMilano, I showed this charity prediction last time out, but I'm going to explain it a bit more. So he's put in a prediction that basically needs you to get involved to help out. So he's pledged that for every half a second you beat my qualifying times in Monaco and France, he will donate €1 to the charity pot this season. Obviously not done France yet, but my qualifying time from Monaco is out there, low 1 minute 10. Definitely think I could have got into the 1.9s, maybe high 1.8s if I'd knitted every section together perfectly. But yeah, that's it. That's the time you've got to beat for every half a second. There's €1 on the table. He's put a €50 limit on it, just in case loads of you do it and absolutely thrash me. And of course, if you're going to do the challenge, do it in a Prost. There's no challenge beating it in a Ferrari or a Williams. You've got to pick a Prost, whether it's Panis or Nakano. RacingDMilano has put his efforts online, so I've put a link to that in the description, and it'll be popping out on screen at this point now. Obviously, get yours in, submit them, and see how we do. Help raise money for charity. And of course, full details of what the charity predictions are and how you can get involved are in the description below, so you can find out what that is. And yeah, I'll be showing some more predictions during qualifying. It will probably come as no surprise to reveal that the 1997 pole sitter of the Spanish Grand Prix was Jacques Villeneuve, 2/10 from his teammate heinz-harald Frentzen. Coulthard was 3rd, pretty good performance of him in the McLaren. Alesi was 4th, and Michael Schumacher all the way back in 7th. Olivier Panis for the 2nd race in a row qualified 12th, his teammate Shinji Nakano in 16th. 12th will be our target, because as mentioned, this is probably going to be a tough one. I could have spent ages trying to do setup and practice, but honestly, I know it's going to be hard. I'm as good as I think I'm going to be. We just need to rip this one off like a plaster. And so we know how far off we are. So the real life pole time was a 1 minute 16.525. The game time's about 3 to 3.5 seconds quicker. So we're looking around 1 minute 13 to 1 minute 14. So if we're somehow near that, we're not doing too bad. Don't think we will be near that, but I mean, this is just the perfect start. Jesus. Oh, sorry. I just want to get the guy out of the way. Not being funny, Jack. I was on a hot lap. You clearly weren't. Move, mate. Oh, dear. However, I'm going to be holding him up in a second. Yeah, so I feel like Section 1... just as it was in 1995. I don't know why I keep calling them sections. Sorry. Sector 1 is where we'll be the quickest. Sector 2, Sector 3, no.
It does look as if the weather may be changing to the worse if those clouds are anything to go by.
And the rain is coming.
He's up on the leader at intermediate 2.
It always seems to be, on this game, the longest sweeping multi-apex corners where we lose the time. because they just seem to be able to carry the speed and have the turning, whereas we have to sacrifice one or the other. Oh, just sod off, Jacques. Go away. Gone for a bit of a weird setup. Quite a low rear wing at 40%. Quite a high front wing at like 70 odd, just to help with the turning. Obviously with the rain coming, we want to get all our laps out of the way, so I don't want to hang about really. At the same time, we're just going to make sure that Jacques Villeneuve is not going to get in our way again. Oh dear, it's not a sight you want to see. That's even worse. Oh no. Trying to carry a bit too much through there. Okay, well that brings us down a bit, but plenty of room for improvement.
Okay, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far. That's a bet marks which compound to use for both qualifying and the race. And having done so, they're limited to a maximum of 28 times. Let me just check how that time compares.
Let's keep chipping away. Not like that though, jeez.
That's down on his previous fastest lap at the second split.
The most important thing during the race is to keep a tight line through these long sweeping corners on the final sector, because even if I'm slow through them, if I leave the door open, how I've gone quicker than my last time there, I don't know. Yeah, if I leave the door open, you know, they'll just go through. Oh, my head's gone. I was actually starting to pick up a decent rhythm then. So I've got 3 qualifying laps to go. Hopefully we can get all of them in before rain starts to fall, if it does indeed start to fall. Oh, and there is the rain. God damn it. This could be an improvement, I think, at least, to finish off. Now, the hope is that it rains for the rest of the session and no one else improves and I take 8th, which I'd be very happy with. However, it seems to be the pattern on this game that it always goes dry for like the last 10 minutes and everyone gets to fire in loads of good laps. Now, there's no point me going in and waiting for it to dry up, because if I go in, it will start my 12th lap, then I'll do my out lap, and then the session will end. So I might as well just finish one flying lap in the wet. Okay, let's see what the damage is. Starting grid for the 1997 Spanish Grand Prix. Villeneuve from Schumacher, a 13.2 to get him on pole. The times did drop a lot. Frentzen 3rd, Berger 4th, Alesi 5th, Hakkinen 6th. So there's Nakano. We're alongside. We've hit target. Okay, I actually was thinking it was going to be a lot worse than that. So, the real-life 1997 Spanish Grand Prix was actually very nearly another win for Olivier Panis. Getaway, Villeneuve pretty much took the lead. But then what changed the race was tyre wear. You see, it was hot, Spain, high tyre wearing track, and basically the Goodyears were wearing quicker than the Bridgestones. And Panis had Bridgestones, and he was making it work the best out of anybody. So from 12th, by lap 34, he'd reached 4th. He then managed to overtake Coulthard into turn 1, and then overturn Lacey in the pit, so he was 2nd. He was chasing down Jacques Villeneuve to try and take the lead. The gap was coming down at over a second a lap, and it looked like he would catch Villeneuve, but then backmarkers, namely Ralf Schumacher and Eddie Irvine, who Panis has had previous with, just wouldn't move. in fairness to them, the marshals weren't waving blue flags. They probably weren't expecting a Prost to be lapping a Ferrari. By the time that Panis was allowed through, he'd lost about 6 seconds to Villeneuve. And then over the last 7 laps, he brought the gap down. I've got it written down here. So he cut the gap from 16 seconds to under 6 in 7 laps. Now, without those back markers, without losing those 6 seconds, he'd have been right with him. Sure, he may not have passed him, but the chance for a win, even a proper shot at it, was robbed. So, Villeneuve won, Panis second, another great result regardless, Alesi third, Schumacher fourth. For me, it's all going to be in the start. Tactically, there's going to be a concertina into turn 1. I want to gain as much places from that as possible, hopefully get into the points, and then defensive driving throughout. That's the plan. I just want to walk away from here with points, because honestly, that would be a huge get I wasn't expecting. It might rain, hopefully. Well, sadly the sun is out, but let's be opportunists. Here we go. Another poor getaway seems to be the case. We've dropped 2 places. But now the straight line speed comes our way. I kind of want to move to the outside. Ooh, too wide. Ooh, go on. Ooh. Touch with Alesi. I missed most of that because I was accidentally looking backwards. But we're in the points. Okay. And immediately, I was hoping they would be concertina together for a little bit longer, but already the gap has opened out. Possibly Irvine and the Jordans behind us. Let's try and get into some kind of rhythm, just so I can hopefully fight these off. Look. Oh dear. Right, keep to the inside, keep to the inside. Do not leave the door open. I need to just think about lapping consistently. I've actually managed to pull away. Okay, so the first part of the plan has worked. If I'd have maybe not accidentally hit the look back button, we could have gained up to 5th against the Alesi. Let's see where the gaps go up and down. Sector 1 drops by 1/10. That's not really enough. The queue has disappeared. We've just got a Jordan, so something's clearly happened there. Come on, get to the inside. Get to the inside. No. Oh dear. That's not. Hit the wrong button there. Bad time for that to happen. Christ. And look at that. 2 seconds in the final sector. Ooh, close. See, that's how you take turns 1 and 2. I just haven't been doing that consistently. That's much better. Oh dear. God. Stop looking back. Stop looking back. That corner in this straight's a bit of a lifesaver. Then they're going to close up through these, especially when I miss my braking point. Oh no. Keep on inside. And then if I can nail these 2, I can give myself some breathing room. Bit of a poor exit. Oh dear. And that looks like Nakano of all people. The turn 1. I mean,
Third position, Michael Schumacher.
what has just happened? Shinji Nakano has just stuck one up the inside of his teammate
Shinji Nakano.
and pushed me out the points. I feel like I had the door pretty closed then and he just barged it open. Wow. The audacity of the man. This could be a dark day. All things considered, 7th at Spain I would take, but the fact that I was barged out of the way by my own teammate.
Sensational! He's closing the gap in front.
Doesn't look like it.
He's definitely gaining.
Not quick enough though. Or barely, it's kind of just holding at 3.2-ish
Race order.
seconds.
Heinz-harald.
It's been a long time since we've been in no man's land. Dear me. This is purgatory, just alone. Alone going around Catalunya. It's nice how Spain and these playthroughs for me is very much becoming like the real life Spain for many F1 fans, where it's just like, this again. No.
The gap is increasing.
So you've got to, you know, really appreciate the realism of that they've managed to get across in these games. You come to Catalunya and it's like, hey, Spanish Grand Prix, and your reaction would be,
I'm sure Frank Williams and the rest of
Well,
the Williams team will be absolutely delighted.
I knew coming in it was going to be tough. But honestly, I could handle qualifying 12th and finishing 7th if Shinji Nakano hadn't barged me out of the way for the last point. Words will be had, young man.
Olivier Panis.
Unbelievable. So, confirmation of the final results. Jacques Villeneuve wins from Heinz-Harald Frentzen, Williams 1-2, Schumacher 3rd, Alesi 4th, Berger 5th, Shinji Nakano in 6th. I never thought I'd see the day, and I would be happy for him. But, wow. Wow. Like, just full send, barged out the way. Clearly wrecked the two Jordans as well, because they were nowhere to be seen after that. Jacques Villeneuve increases his lead to 15 points over Michael Schumacher. Frentzen retakes 3rd and he hits 21 points. We stay 4th. Alesi up to 5th. Irvine in 6th. In the Constructors, Williams 71 points after 6 rounds. This is looking really ominous. Ferrari 2nd. Prost just holding on to 3rd thanks to that 1 point from Shinji Nakano. Release. Spain is out of the way. Up next, we go to Montreal in Canada, and I'm confident about it, but it's a big one we want to rewrite, because this was the race that pretty much ended Olivier Panis' season. This can be the place we start to kick on. Thank you so much for watching. Again, remember, if you want to get involved in charity predictions and RacingDMilano's qualifying challenge, full details, both those things are in the description, as well as links, everything you need to find out. So thank you so much for everyone who's gotten involved so far, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.